I'm Jason.
And I'm Jules.
And
we're
we
doing
do
filmographies.
Robert Longstreet edition.
Number 14.
Robert, you watching these? Probably not, right?
If you knew what was good for me, you would.
This movie is full of some pretty good actors.
I saw this movie before, and when you were like, we're doing this movie, I'm like, Robert Longstreet's in there?
We saw this together. Do you know that? Because there's another movie we saw together, and you're like, no, we didn't.
Were we drunk?
No.
We went to the theater?
Yeah.
To see this?
Yeah.
Really?
Because I think did you like Shotgun Stories?
I never saw it.
Yeah, we saw this in the theater. We saw Killer Joe in the theater.
We almost saw The Lighthouse together.
Then you bailed to leave me with Ben.
Yeah, it's like, I go to my mom. She fell.
You prick.
So this film...
Hey, Mom, you already fell. Just lay there. I'll be there in 3 hours.
You're already down. What the f***?
Just get comfortable.
I remembered like because I did this in my pandemic TikTok days when I did movie scenes.
There is a storm coming like nothing you have ever seen.
See that? I did that. And that scene obviously stuck out to me because of the trailer when I saw it, and then when I was doing that. And I remembered like some of it, but the ending I remembered, but not within the context of what's actually happening.
I'm pretty sure I left the movie theater very sad,
Yeah.
and it stuck with me. And so I remembered all the bad
movie.
things.
It's interesting. This movie had a estimated budget of $5 million.
That's amazing.
Worldwide gross was 3.7.
You haven't seen Shotgun Stories?
I don't think so.
For too long, somebody's liable to get hurt, and it might be one of yours.
Anything happens to one of my brothers, I'll come after all of you.
You know who's in Shotgun Stories?
Michael Shannon.
Right, but you know who else? Barlow Jacobs.
Jessica Chastain was apparently only paid $100 per day.
Really? She's so fucking good.
When they're at the Lions Club.
Yeah.
Everybody there was like a local extra.
There's a guy on Reddit. Did you see the Reddit post? Where he's like, I was an extra in this.
Mm-mm.
Is it set dressing if this is exactly what this looks like?
Yeah. And they were just like, come on down for a meal and film this movie. And they didn't tell them that there would be a fight and an insane rant. So their reaction shots are like real. They're just like,
Ooh, fuck! I said yes! God damn it! You think I'm crazy?
why don't you give me the synopses?
Oh, shit.
Don't get too
I'm
comfortable.
not ready. I'm drunk.
Don't knock that over.
I will not.
You knock that over. You have another one? What's this one?
I bought a 6-pack.
This one was red. Knockout punch.
Take shelter, like, is that what the Rolling Stones? Local everyman Curtis, Michael Shannon, begins having ever increasingly prophetic nightmares that might also be a sign he is losing his mindo. He tries to hide it from his doting wife Samantha, Jessica Chastain, and his best friend Dewart. Not Stewart, Dewart. Shea Wiggum. Until things come to head once Curtis throws caution to the wind to build out his existing tornado bunker for when he will finally need to take shelter.
So the movie is about a man. A simple man.
Oh.
Just salt of the earth Ohioan who works
Is
for...
it Ohio?
Yeah. He works for a company
Quiet down.
that drills into the ground
Just kidding.
and removes gravel or something.
I thought they're oil drillers.
No, they're not drilling oil.
Are you sure? I think that
No, they're like getting sand or like Cat 5 building material type shit. That's all they're doing. They're just extracting gravel from the world.
But there's the
sell.
oil and the rain. I thought that it's something.
It's not
that was
oil.
What he did.
The rain, that's different. That's an effect of the world. It's really Tang. I don't know if you knew that or not. It does start with him having a dream where he's with his child, I think, and there's tornadoes, and he puts his hand out like this, and the rain is orange and greasy.
We didn't start with that. That's maybe in the first 20 minutes.
I think that's how it starts.
No.
I don't know. So then he's like, whoa, that's a weird dream. And then he has another dream. Maybe it's the same dream where his dog bites him.
Yeah, it's the same dream. I think you had a hair in your eyelash.
Did I get it?
My kids do that now.
Do they?
Like, Max is having a hard time getting the words out, and Jack is being a prick about it. Max is like, hit himself. Jack does that all the time. That hurt.
The dreams are becoming more realistic.
Well, that first one where the dog bites him, he says it takes him all day for the pain.
Yeah, he
to go
keeps
away
grabbing his arm.
Curtis, where we at on that East 82nd site?
I know, because you're like, really? What are you just thinking about that dream?
Yeah.
And then he specifically says, nah, man, that fucking chomp. I felt that fucking super dog chomp all day.
So he puts the dog into like a kennel, and you know, his homeboy, he's like, yo, man, you got a real good life. I think that's the best thing you can say to a man. Shea Wiggums is a really good actor, though.
He's the fucking best. I was thinking about him and Michael Stuhlbarg when I watched this because they were both on Boardwalk Empire.
Is that the guy who plays his brother?
No, he's the guy from like Call Me by Your Name and a bunch of.
Who was he
stuff.
in here?
He's not in this.
Oh,
They were both in Boardwalk Empire, and they both showed up at the exact same time. I think they're like
Michael Shannon was on that show too.
he was. He's Agent Van Alden. But I think that like they both were play people. Maybe from Chicago. I have no fucking idea.
Absolutely.
And they both showed up at the exact same time, I feel like. And so I think of them in the same breath. And I think Shea Wiggum fucking rules.
Is if you ever see that girl again, you turn around and you walk in the opposite direction. You got that?
Yeah, man.
I haven't heard about you so much as looking at that girl.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna wish you were born without a dick.
Whoa, 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 Terry.
This
In here, though, he does so many things.
he always looks like he's got a chunk of chew in his mouth.
He shoots him. He'll say something direct or honest, and he'll shoot him a look, and then as soon as Shannon makes that eye contact, he looks down. So very, very good. He's so nuanced and awesome.
He's like the baddest motherfucker.
Yeah, I wish that I could study under him the ways of acting.
Purple and silver all the way. Merciful Rams forever. Woo! Jesus, Ray.
Oh, really?
And then use that to manipulate people in my real life.
Okay, you're not going to be an actor.
Get their social security. No.
That
So,
is my favorite ongoing joke.
yeah, they're gravel guys or whatever. And Michael Shannon, he's really just tripping out about the fucking weather, man. You know, but their daughter's deaf. He's not learning sign language, but the mama is. Jessica Chastain.
He's learning a bit, but he's pretty...
He's aloof. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to deal with it.
But that's fucked up, though, man. That's like your daughter's way to communicate.
Yeah.
Maybe he's banking on the cochlear implant.
Because he keeps talking to her. Hannah. Hannah.
Like, you can kind of be shitty about learning sign language if it's like your girlfriend's parents who you see twice a year. This is your daughter.
There's a pile of trash in his backyard that he doesn't want to pick up, and it's by a storm shelter. And he starts having he's having progressively more storm-related dreams. People are attacking him now.
Is the second one is it him driving his daughter home?
I think so.
And
And it's raining.
The rain is heavy.
Super
you see
heavy.
that the windshield wipers go back and forth.
You can't
and
see
it does
shit.
not help.
It also looks like his window's smashed.
like you're pretty much just like, I hope this goes okay.
Yeah.
And it does not go okay for him because he sees a woman's outline in
Yeah.
like a 90 or something.
Something to that effect, yeah. And he
On
crashes.
the road. He spurs off. Doesn't spin, he spurs off. And he hits a tree.
On a
blacks
berm.
out within this vision/dream. Comes to, bleeding from the mouth.
Yeah.
His daughter's in the backseat
His
traumatized.
forehead, he hit it on his steering wheel. Then all of a sudden, guys are like climbing on the car. Now, at first I thought, oh, they must have struck something, and there's no way to get them out. This is like the fire brigade.
You don't remember this movie so much that you thought this might be okay?
Yeah, I don't recall any of the dreams. All I remember is the storm shit. So when he's being attacked here, this feels like The Last of Us Part 2, those Whistler motherfuckers. And they're pulling him out, and they're grabbing her, and he's like, Hannah! And then he wakes up. Oh, he peed. And
Don't
Don't come over me! Don't touch me!
I like how she's like, okay.
What? the frick?
I will not come over there, but you're going to have to explain yourself possibly later.
Knock off the attitude.
At least he didn't shit the bed.
He takes his equipment from work and he gets Shea Wiggums to help him dig up his backyard and drop a Chinese shipping container into it.
My friend Jules likes to pluralize.
Yeah.
Shea Wiggums up in this house.
Yeah. He's like, "You sure about this, homie? I don't want you slipping up." He goes, "No, it's totally fine. I'm going to take out a huge loan on my house, though, with exorbitant interest rates."
I mean, he stole the equipment, so he's just paying for that storage container?
Yeah, he has it written down, everything. The storage container, I think, is like $4,000.
That's not
a
bad.
bunch of other shit. So he takes out the mortgage. At the same time, his daughter's going to get some sort of a cochlea implant. So he's like, "All right, homie, I don't like this," and his wife's like, "You're crazy." And now she's thinking something's going on because he goes to see his crazy mother.
Yeah.
She's not
Kathy
crazy
Baker.
right now. Yeah, she looks
It's
good.
our girlfriend.
Yeah. And he goes,
Did you
"No."
This is all you want to say about Kathy Baker?
Yeah.
When I said one of our girlfriends is in this movie.
I said she looked good.
I know, but we're not just going to talk about how we like Kathy Baker. We don't have
I
to be
like her.
sexual about it. I'm just like, we both like her.
She's no longer crazy, although she used to be.
I thought people were watching me and listening to me.
She's not crazy anymore?
She's chilled.
She's
living on
heavily
her own.
medicated.
She's living on her own.
No, she's in assisted living. She's been in
But she has her own apartment.
That is
There's a
actually,
stove in there.
That is pretty impressive for a paranoid schizophrenic.
Because she had lost her mind somewhere around the 80s. And she left
10-year-old Michael Shannon.
9-year-old, in the parking lot of a Woolworth.
I think he was 10 and it was the grocery store.
And so her husband, his father, had her committed, and then he died recently. So Michael Shannon's like, "Shit, she lost her mind in her 30s. I'm 35. I'm hearing thunder and lightning. Nobody else is.
Yeah.
I'm driving home, and there's fucking lightning storms, and I'm dreaming that guys are coming to get me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my wife gets me. My wife!"
But no, he's a good father. He's trying to be a good husband. I feel like he is a good husband and father, except for the mental illness rearing.
What does he say, though? "I promised myself I would never leave my family.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do what I can." Because he wakes up in the middle of the night seizuring.
That's after he starts taking the medication to help him sleep.
That's right. He goes to the doctor. "You have a cold." "It's not a cold, doctor. There's 5 symptoms of schizophrenia, and I have 2 of them. What are we going to do about it?" She goes, "Okay."
How'd you nail that out of nowhere?
I was hiding it. She goes, "Listen, dude, it doesn't work like that, and I'm not going to be able to give you any drugs. So
I'm not allowed to prescribe things.
how about you just tell me what's happening?" And he does, and he opens up to her.
Yeah,
and he's
he
very
likes her.
disappointed later when she's no longer there. He's trying to talk through it. The pills aren't working, and now he's having a seizure, and he's just flailing about. "I don't want to tell you, but I'm losing my mind. I want to see my mom. I'm like flipping my lid. I'm hearing shit happening, things. People are attacking me. You were in there doing kung fu." And she goes, "All right, word." But then all of a sudden, a guy we have yet to have mentioned, a sweet little boy by the name of Robert Longstreet,
Oh, yeah, man.
comes into his yard, and she goes, "Who's that?" And he goes,
No,
"Oh,
no,
shit."
no.
Yeah,
I mean, we
none
got to
of
talk
that
through
matters.
all of his pieces.
Okay. He's his boss at the mining gravel factory.
In the first time you see him, they're in a meeting. I don't know. Do they have maybe 2 meetings every morning before they start the day?
Yeah, because he's like, "You got to go to site 40. You got to go to site 12. You need to be chopped into level 3 by noon."
And hey, Shea Wiggum, Michael.
Rappaport?
Fuck, what's this guy's name? Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon Doherty?
Michael Shannon. So you guys, there was some rain yesterday, and you lost a whole half day's of work.
What the frack?
We'll make it up. Yeah.
Because if I lose this contract.
How do you feel about him in here? This first scene, this is the thing. I mean, it's a 7 because it's he's got a solid version of this, but it's nothing. You need him for the plot.
Yeah.
But there's not any spin or any piss on it. Is that what we call instead of pepper or
It's
or
interesting.
mustard, a little piss on it?
It's interesting because I'm sure this is the case for a lot of actors. But with him specifically, it's so stark when it's either a movie where he's being tapped versus a movie where he's just a hired actor.
Yeah, we need a good version of this. Robert Longstreet could do that.
Right, like
this boss is a dick, but workable. Like if nothing's going wrong, he's totally fine and great.
like when he's in a movie where he's
Not great, but totally fine.
somehow integrated with other members or like the director or like that Priest movie we watched.
I love that movie.
Connectium New Yorkity or whatever.
Nope, the
Catechism Cataclysm. Like that feels like they got Robert Longstreet.
Yeah.
This, they just hired an actor who happens to be Robert Longstreet.
But they need all top tier people.
This is like his Dawson Creek role, right? Where he's just this character.
To my knowledge, Mitch never filed a codicil, including her in the trust, which means that technically she won't have access to it, which isn't necessarily a concern right now. There are ways that we can work around that, perfectly legal ways.
Needless to say, this movie is fantastic and everybody in it is. I think I've already said that before, but I want to reiterate that. So now the cards are on the table. But he gets fired because Robert Longo hears from Shea Wiggum because he says, I can't have Shea Wiggum roll with me on the job anymore.
I feel like I can't
be his boss. I'm his friend.
I can't be his boss. I'm his friend.
He's an incredible worker.
He's so good at it, but like if he's a little bit shitty, am I going to say do that better?
Because we're friends. He goes, all right, man, I'll move him around. And then, but because of that, Shea goes, yeah, he had me do that because I helped him steal company equipment for a day.
Longstreet's really good in this sequence where he has to switch around because he's like, I'm not going to switch that for you. It's part of the job.
Being a manager, you're going to have to manage.
You have to wrangle people.
I understand. This is part of what it means to manage people, Curtis. You're going to have to learn that.
Yes, sir, I appreciate that, but it would just be very helpful in this case.
Okay. Well, I could put him with Russell. Anybody else you'd prefer?
No, whoever you think's right.
He's good. That's some good manager shit. He's so good. This is a good example of him being...
It's believable.
Excellent in a non-role that you need somebody good at.
You believe he's trying to run this goddamn company.
Fuck yeah.
Their daughter's surgery is banking on his incredible health insurance that Rob Longo supplies to him. But he's fired now because he's a weirdo and he's making this bunker and nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
I'll do whatever I can to make it right.
You can pick up your last check on Friday. You got 2 weeks' benefits.
Did you fire Dewart, too?
He's on 2 weeks' leave unpaid. I'm sorry, Curtis. You did this to yourself.
So Jessica Chastain slaps the shit out of him.
No, she slaps him one time. It's a good slap.
Yeah, the shit out of him.
Okay.
You don't slap the shit out of somebody multiple times. Honey, she grabs the kid and she just gets out of there. Mm-hmm. And he's just losing his mind now. He's reading his psychotic books in the bunker at night via candlelight or whatever.
She looks out the window and just sees that lit up hatch.
Yeah. She comes back and she goes, all right, look, I'm going to get a job. You're going to get a job. We're going to see if we can get the surgery earlier. We're going to see how much it costs to get this health insurance. And it's going to be huge. And we're going to make this work. And he goes, all right, word. I love you. He puts his hand like this.
To hold her hand, right?
Yeah. To like kind of be like,
yeah,
I'm weak.
You've touched on this, but this whole movie is a fucking powerhouse of acting.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. This movie is a depressing story.
Yeah.
It's simple and it gives you the goods every step of the way. That so many people are like swinging 110 in this.
But there is a point in the movie where now there is actually an alarm going off in real life for tornadoes. And they're running and it's raining. And he gets down into his bunker and this is when he reveals that he hasn't done shit down there. It's
Dusty.
dirty as fuck. There's just 2 cots. I'm like,
Well, and two gas masks
and a bunch of canned foods.
and a air mask.
Yeah. Because you see he's spending time down there and money and shit. You see him first dust it off and put the cans up, and
Yeah,
you're
he's
thinking
just
by the
reading
time
books.
you get down there, because he puts in a toilet.
Do you think it's still just 3 cans?
I do. Because he eats it while he's down there, cold.
Brains.
But yeah, he puts the oxygen tank on the daughter. She goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "No, trust me."
Please.
And then he gives her a gas mask, and she's like, he goes, "No, put it on, though." And he puts his on, and she's like, "Okay." And they end up just crashing down there. And now he gets up at some point, and he touches it, and he goes, "Oh, my God, the storm is still raging." And he goes back downstairs, and she finds him just like all curled up by a cot and shit. And she goes, "You got to open up the door." And he
Your
goes,
tongue is on the floor.
and he goes, "No." She goes, "No, but seriously, though. We are not going to be your prisoners down here."
Okay, here's the key. You open it. No.
No.
You what?
He goes, I can't.
But then
And then he gives her the key.
Yeah. Like he's specifically saying, I can't do it. You can do it for us. I'm not trapping you down here to suffer and die.
She goes, "I can open that door, but nothing's going to change."
So you need to be the one that does it.
Yeah. You
Because
need
I
to cut the
need you,
bullshit.
and you need to be in this crew.
And so he does it. And he opens it up, and it's nice out. And his neighbors are picking up a couple of fallen twigs.
Well, that's a child. Do you want to get him on camera?
Which one?
I don't know.
$20 says it's max.
Max? Come here real quick. Do you have to pee? Do you want to go pee in that bathroom? All right, we'll keep talking about the movie with no swears.
Yeah. So the doctor's like, "Look, maybe you should go away for a while." And he goes, "You mean I gotta live with my family?" And she goes, "Well, we're gonna go to Myrtle Beach."
Mm-hmm.
We do that, although we decided not to do it this year because we wanted to save money. But he goes, "Yeah, that's cool. But then after that, he should probably actually still be expected to be away for much, much longer than that."
Yeah.
And he's just like, "God damn." Oh, sorry. And I am sorry. And so then this part, I remember this part the most, but not the context of the scene. I like your shirt. So I remember this scene. I like it. It's impactful, but I didn't remember that they were on vacation.
Oh, really?
But then I was like, well, wait, no, if there's a massive wave, they can't be in Ohio.
Right.
So then it
the
makes
lake.
sense. But so they're on the beach and they're building a sandcastle, he and his child.
He seems healed.
Yeah, he seems
He's
great.
doing well.
The wife, Jessica Chastain, she's, in and amongst the kitchen doing stuff. And the kid stands up and she does the sign for nervous, I think, or excited.
You think that's what that is?
Because he does it to her earlier. He says, "What's the sign for?" And Jessica Chastain shows him, and he does it.
I'm a prick. I'm thinking you're an idiot because it's like clearly she's doing tornado.
Oh, no, I don't think that.
No, I think you're right based on the information you just gave me.
Because he goes, and he stands up and he looks, and he picks her up, and
it's like a row of
isn't
funnel
it
clouds.
amazing with children? It's so ingrained and innate almost that when you pick them up, they just wrap their legs around your waist. It's just
My boys just dangle them ready to fall.
They just hang off of
They're
you
the
wherever.
lost boys. They're like, my God.
Yeah. So
know
he's
Rufio
seeing
is.
now storm clouds on the horizon and tornadoes are forming.
And Jessica Chastain is seeing them separately from him.
Yep.
And making her way out towards the porch.
And she goes like this. And the viscosity of the rain is oil-like.
Orange
tinted.
drops.
And then
she looks at him,
and
he goes, "What? I mean, what is his reaction? I know what he's conveying, but I can't remember his head actions." But
she goes,
she nods, yes, it's for real. Hey,
no,
Michael Shannon's for real. I'm seeing it too.
But then, now you see that the beach has receded. And in the very far distance is a massive wave.
Those funnel clouds is like, okay, maybe if you get to the basement of your beach house, maybe they don't suck you up.
Yeah.
But tidal wave, you got no chance.
You do.
What?
If you immediately
Jump
get
in the
into
air
your
to get in
fucking
the
car
swim?
and drive. It's your only hope. Because that wave is, it's probably...
So are you saying they fucked up, that they're stupid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
He said it.
It felt like they knew they needed to take shelter.
Jeff Nichols?
Yeah.
You're stupid.
Fucked up.
Yep.
Fucked up.
Robert Longstreet, though?
Super good.
Did not fuck up.
No, good movie for him.
So they all die from the wave.
Probably.
He actually had a chance with that bunker.
Well, no. Well, I guess not. If massive waves are coming.
That's Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
He's not in Myrtle Beach.
I know, but...
Didn't you say he's in Ohio?
He lives in Ohio, yes. But I mean...
If he had not gone on vacation and he'd been able to be in a stupid little storm cellar,
yeah,
he might have made it.
I don't know, because if you have tornadoes over the water...
That's crazy.
And then there's a massive wave, it sort of feels like...
And biblical end of times?
Yes. There's a collage of natural disasters percolating.
This movie is sad.
It is.
Everybody's really good in it. And it's like, what? How is this supposed to be fun? Because it made me sad before I had kids. It makes me extra sad now. I left that movie theater feeling bad.
It's super grounded. It's super about the performance. Everybody. It goes a little step farther at the end and kind of hits you with just this little bit of a twist.
It's not enjoyable.
No.
It really isn't. Other than like reveling in their amazing acting abilities.
Yeah.
But that just makes you feel worse because they're convincing and you're like, God damn, I'm so sad for him. Pretty good.
Yeah. What did you give the movie?
Oh, man. This is tricky, Jules, because
Yeah.
I think this movie's really fucking good, but it's really depressing.
Yep.
If I'm rating it on like a level of what I think is a great movie, probably like a 7.8.
Okay.
We're getting crazy with these decimals, right? We're getting specific. As far as like entertainment, it's so fucking depressing. It's 6.5.
Robert Longstreet.
Oh shit. He's a solid 7, man, because he's just like a working man in that role.
Yeah, he's super good. Does
He
what he
nails
needs
it.
to do.
He's that guy. No flash, just solid.
You feel his disappointment.
Yeah.
And bewilderment.
And also fuck you feel too. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's a boss. He's like, man, fuck you for making me do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I give this movie a solid 8. And 3/4.
Ooh.
Entertainment, I give it a 6.
What did we rate Michael Shannon?
Oh, I didn't give him a rating.
Give him a rating. This is very easily could be a Michael Shannon episode.
Yeah.
For the future. Maybe 10 years.
It's tough because he nails it even when
Are you
he's...
having a hard time between 8 and 9?
Yeah,
Okay,
because even
'cause
when
I was
he's
gonna
over the
say.
top,
Yeah.
it still feels good. I'm just going to go with an 8.
Yeah.
It's very, very good.
I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah.
I think Michael Shannon's got like a
I feel like this was the one, right?
I like Michael Shannon in pretty much
Was he
everything.
in Brick?
No, I don't think he's in Brick.
Okay.
Shea Wiggum?
He's always a good 7.8 for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Jessica Chastain.
Honestly, that's a tough one because she's really good, but she's only in a couple of more elongated scenes.
Does that matter?
No, it's just, when you're up against like a movie that this other powerhouse is helming, I'm going to give her a 10.
Are you really?
No, I'm going to give her an 8 as well.
Shit. I'm going to give her a 9 as well.
Okay.
I think she's really, really good.
Yeah.
The amount of regular wife and then this. What's going on here? Not actually over there.
I believe there. Yeah.
And then her sadness at the realization and powering through it. Oh fuck. She's so good in her and Michael Shannon are fucking right up there. Yep. Next week we'll watch The Oregonian.
Okay.
Which I did not think was a horror movie. He's the second rated character.
Oh.
I think it's probably mostly the one person, though.
I don't know what that is.
And you can go ahead and find us on Instagram. If you're doing filmographies, click that link tree in our bio. Find all the shit.
Yeah. You can rate us on Apple Podcast.
Like it used to be iTunes?
Used to be.
Oh, but now it's Apple Podcasts?
Yeah.
Man, I would review us.
Used to be
could.
Anchor.
No, it wasn't.
And if you give us the rating and then also leave a review, you can suggest a movie.
Yeah.
That we watch.
Love Witch?
Please. Part 2?
Let's watch it a second time. See if it makes Jules horny.
He's been Jason.
And I have... that is my friend Jules. I did it this time.
And we did them.
Yep. I think you might have had too much to drink that time.
Maybe